This is Sharon with 17 Divas, and I am sitting here with the Trews, wonderful band out of Canada.
Yes.
And they're rock and roll, hard-hitting sometimes, anthemic at other times, just a whole eclectic mix that you are from the songs I've listened to. I haven't seen you live, but I'm going to see you live tonight, so I'm really excited about that.
Cool, awesome.
So tell me a little bit about your influences and such, because you really seem to have a very different sound.
They're all over the map. I mean, everything from like 60s and 70s rock and roll to funk and soul, and, singer-songwriter stuff. It's like, we just try to throw it all in there. I mean, basically just write what we want to listen to, and that changes as we get into new bands and we get into old bands, and we just kind of try to go with it and try to contribute something good to that whole thing.
Right. And do you all write songs, or is it a few of you that come collaborate with the?
We all write.
You all write?
Yeah, we're pretty collaborative. We usually just one guy will come in with an idea and the other will work on it. Yeah, it's just the way it goes for us. It's a team effort.
And have you been together for a long time? Is this the whole group from the inception, or?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's been about 10 years.
Yeah.
Since we've looked like this.
Well, you look fabulous.
And a few years before that, we were. That 10 years ago brings us back to high school-ish.
Yeah.
So we sort of started back then, and we've been rocking ever since. It's been a great ride. Certainly a great adventure.
How does that collaboratively come together creatively? Are there any? Is it always harmonious, or is it sometimes difficult to collaborate? Or
I mean, nobody gets along all day, every day with their coworkers.
Right.
But no matter what you do, I'm sure you're the same way, and I'm sure everybody out there is the same way. But you just when you have a common purpose and a common goal in mind, and try to keep that in sight and sort of keep working towards it. Whether it be the show that day or the new record you're working on, or the tour you're on.
Right.
Sort of try to keep your head on your shoulders and remember why you're there.
Yeah. And you guys really love music, so it comes out, I think, in everything you do.
Yeah, I guess what keeps us doing it, like it's, just a love for what we're doing and being on stage and making songs. It's good. It's good work if you can get it.
Yeah. It's great to be able to take your passions and actually make it happen. And I know there are ups and downs every time you're doing that. I mean, the industry is competitive. Every industry is competitive, especially when you want to do something creative.
Yeah.
So how have your, I guess, how has the creative process been for you? I mean, you go through, ups and downs, I'm sure, and you always have to be inspired to create. I know as artists, how does that?
We try to change it up every time. Like we try to work with a different producer on every album. We're always looking for ways to energize ourselves and get inspired. And we always just try to do something different. Like always take a left turn. Every new album we try to do something what we think is completely different from anything we've done before, and that gets us excited and the ideas start to flow. I think it's when you try to recreate what you've already done and you get stuck. And we just keep trying to push our limits for what we're able to come up with.
Yeah, that's great. And so, how has this album been different than your previous ones?
The songwriting's gotten better. I think it was a different. We just had a different approach. We were trying to capture kind of like lightning in a bottle. We were all living in a studio in Bath, Ontario, which is just outside of Kingston, and we were just out there, living there, sleeping there, and getting up in the morning and bouncing ideas around each other, off of one another, and then we'd write a song, get a song done by about 6 in the evening, and then break for supper, and then go to work and record all night. And it was really cool. We were just trying to capture moments and feeling, and I think that was the closest we've come for our band to kind of getting that thing going on. And
it felt good.
Yeah, because the record we did before that was cool, but it was
somebody's here.
It's like I said, an idea. Ding, ding,
yeah.
Ding. And
time to go, boys. Gotta write a song.
Yeah. Exactly. It's a message from up above. It's time.
The album we did previous to this one was done in. We recorded the drums and bass in Toronto, and Janice and I came to Brooklyn to do the guitars and vocals. It was very separate, and that was fine. We made it for a cool sounding record. It was good, but we wanted to do something that was more the band set up live, just doing what we do, know, everything was recorded live off the floor. It sounds like the Trews. You know, we didn't want to, we didn't want it to sound too polished. We wanted it to kind of ebb and flow a bit. You know,
Right.
if it's slowed down a bit here and sped up a bit there, that was all right. And yeah, it was that was the spirit of the record. A little bit of, ragged glory.
Yeah, yeah, it's great. It sounds wonderful. And your latest single that's out is, I mean, I listen, it's so cool. It's like hard, but it's like, it's got these beautiful melodies and these guitar riffs. They're sort of reminiscent for me of like Led Zeppelin and sort of that 70s rock little influence. Is that, have those been some of your influences?
Yeah, it's all there, you know. What do you think about 70s rock, Jack?
Well, I think that I love it.
It's good.
I just love it.
It's good.
Yeah, we listen to Led Zeppelin, and we just write songs.
That movie over there.
Yeah. But that one, I don't know what that one would
I
be
don't know if it's
closest
Zeppelin-esque or not, but I think we spend so much time learning those riffs and playing those riffs.
I think it's just
no matter what we do, that comes. It kind of comes through.
Yeah.
Certainly, that's like the heyday of like guitar rock.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like before it got terrible in the '80s for a while.
Right.
Like the '70s really sort of captured like the essence of like the electric guitar, especially on tape and recorded music, and so that's definitely a period you can always go back to draw inspiration from. But hopefully, you bring it up to date. That's the end goal. Sort of make it relevant in 2011.
Yeah. I think you did that. It just sort of put me. There was just a little something in there. I was like.
Yeah.
I'm just feeling, because I grew up with Led Zeppelin. And
no, that's great. We actually toured. We did a tour with Rock. We toured with Robert Plant. We did shows with Cheap Trick. And
did you tour with them?
We did one show with Cheap Trick, but we did tour with Robert Plant from Zepp, and that was really fun. He's a good guy.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So there's links to that era, I guess, in our music.
Yeah. Love Cheap Trick.
Me too.
This is interviews about you guys, but we can just
We can
focus
talk
on
about
me
Cheap
for a
Trick.
second. I was obsessed with Cheap Trick in high
Great.
school.
Awesome band to be obsessed with.
This is the reason why I picked up a guitar. I had an electric guitar. I played for a while. I was horrible, but it didn't stop me from getting an amp and just making as much noise as I could, much to my parents' chagrin.
We recorded a cover of, the song "Down," obviously.
Oh yes.
We recorded a cover of "Down," and we all went to see Cheap Trick when they came to Toronto a couple years ago. And Rick, after giving us a little bit of hell because he thought we ripped off their font, I think he was a little confused because we didn't actually do it.
I think we did though. On our first EP, we did have the Cheap Trick font.
Yeah. And so he gave us a little hell for that, but then he told me that that was one of his favorite covers that I'd ever heard of Cheap Trick, was our version of "Down." So we were pretty flattered. Jack and I were back there with Robin and the boys, and Rick and he collects all the covers that he hears of Cheap Trick apparently. And he said that we're amongst his favorites. So patting myself on the back as we speak. Feather in my cap.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So do you guys have any rituals that you, before your show, that you like to do?
It's funny, Al Pacino told me never to name drop, but we just finished a tour opening for Kid Rock in Canada. And he was taping our sets every night because he films his own. So we had these little DVD copies of our set every night, and we were just watching them. And I got really into this, I was like, oh wow, there's always room for improvement, and it's kind of nice to be able to watch yourself, and you're no longer relying on the subjective opinion of somebody that's either maybe drunk or just a fan or whatever. Like, oh, that was really good, but that's fine. But I was watching myself every night. I started getting really into this hour-long vocal warm-up thing, and of course, a couple drinks, then hit the stage.
Something else we do. It looks a little something like this.
Nope.
But if we do this without playing,
We're playing later. We're playing later tonight. So you do that. That instantly gets everybody on the same page.
I love that. I love the cool different handshakes. It's so great you found a group one.
Yeah. And everybody who's in the circle, anybody that's around us to get in there.
Sometimes if there's a crew person or a guest.
Can I be?
Yeah,
can
of
I
course.
be in there for this? I want to see how this goes.
Yeah, of course.
And now we just twist it. Oh my god! I love it.
Yeah, that's it.
To infinity and beyond.
Oh, right.
And then we say to infinity and beyond, and then we take the stage.
I love it. Thank you for sharing that with me.
We don't say that. I'm being
Until we
told.
saw Toy Story, and then we were like, oh, he used
And then I watched that Toy Story.
That's their thing.
As soon as that Toy Story, oh, what's We don't sing.
Well, this is awesome. Well, thank you so much for sitting down with us. You guys are great, and I'm really excited about hearing you perform tonight.